Hey, what's going on, y'all? We're back again with Mr. B's RCI-2970. This is actually a second gen. It does not have a battery inside. So that's a good thing. You don't have to worry about replacing a battery. So yeah, you have a second gen RCI-2970. And of course, we're going through a couple of the mods. First thing that stands out is this, but this is the piezo that's been relocated, so he'd like to keep it like that, so we're going to go ahead and run some good wires to it, do it all heat shrunk up. Light and switch for the amp power indication. And just going through normal mods as we do, we have our mod limiter there, and D78 at one point was desoldered for talkback, and of course that's been reestablished. So that's been unmodded. And we do have, yep, there it is. R291's been clipped. So we're going to have to take care of that. And R285. This is the wires going to R285. And it's a dangler, ladies and gentlemen. I actually thought this was a radio foot. It was just stuck in here for some reason. But no, this is full of epoxy and magical parts. And pretending to be in the resistor slot 285. Yeah, that needs to be taken care of as well. So we got a little bit of work to do inside here. Put all the stock parts back in it, no danglers here. I'm going to re-zip tie everything after I get done with everything. We've added our hole for the switch for the amp and also the hole for the LED. This is going to be an orange LED. And we've extended the wires properly with heat shrink, and we'll get it all done right. We're going to go ahead and get it wired up with the amp and the LED, and so he can turn the amp off, doesn't need it all the time, or if he's using an external box. So I'm going to wire it up so the LED is power on like my one I did. So that'll be a little bit easier for him to know what power level this should be at, and you know, if you have your amp on, because yeah, otherwise it's on all the time, and that can overdrive a box real easy. We'll get the switch and LED put in and be back. So we got the faceplate off of Mr. B's radio, the 2970. Got the amp, switch, and light installed, everything wired back in, cleaned up pretty nicely. Now we have to do the same with the faceplate and keypad. I actually had a couple that I've had to redo here, and this has been used mobile, so it's pretty dirty. So I'm going to do my best. I've actually had one that I've cleaned up pretty decently. It's not as bright as it could be, but yeah, these are some used keypads that I've restored a little bit. So I'm going to see how much we can restore this. So it may take a little time, take some sunshine, about 3 days to do it, so it may be a delay. I'll let Mr. B know on that. But yeah, I can bring some of these back, maybe just to this color, but makes that LED lights bright through. But yeah, using a mobile, it happens all the time. These buttons were meant to attract dirt and everything else. It's just what happens with these, and they get discolored. I mean, literally, if you don't use alcohol swab every time you use the radio or gloves, it will get dirty eventually. And you know, you should be able to press your buttons on your radio. And of course, the sun also had a little bit of play in this too. So we'll do our best to get this up to white. But yeah, so far we're going to go ahead and clean everything up inside now, blow everything out, and get everything back and installed. Another update on Mr. B's 2970. It looks like all the LEDs are in there. They're just alternated between some red LEDs and the stock somewhat amber orange. And these buttons do work. They just don't click. So that is a good thing. At least you know, as parts and labor and all that. But yeah, that does function, and all the lights do work. So I think it's just a little bit of this discoloration on the bulbs and the dirtiness of the keypad. So we're going to go ahead and just let that cook out in the sun. We do have some sun out there now, so that's good. And yeah, we'll be back again. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We're back again with Mr. B's 2970. Got everything all buttoned up with adding the switch and the amp. Of course, he does have those beautiful Toshiba 2290s, both of those original. So pretty clean otherwise inside the radio for being a mobile and not used for many years. But we're going to go ahead and put the covers back on it and, you know, do that wad happy thing on the bird. The final installment for Mr. B. You see, this is a little bit whiter than what you brought it to me with. So yeah, I did do a couple shades lighter here. So we got everything all cleaned up inside and out. It wasn't too dirty on the board, so that's a good thing for being a mobile, but most of the stuff was in the front here. And deoxed all your switches and volume controls and stuff. And we took out mystery part and broken part, bad cap. Yes, they do exist, especially when they're underrated. And you know, just clipped parts. Everything's in here. That was from him, so he'll get that stuff back if he wants it. The part wise, I'll get rid of the other stuff. But anyway, we're here to talk about this 2970. Wasn't doing what he said it wanted. We added the amp switch and a light on the back here, and of course, as you can see, the amp is on. Power's off. I have had a lot of these guys. Man, this light always stays on, even my amp's on, my radio's off. Yeah, it wasn't wired right, but sometimes people like it. It adds a little bit of weird security for them and a little glow, I don't know. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to turn the amp off, just do low power AM. And both these are 100-watt slugs. There's our average. There's the peak or swing. There we go. We're going to figure out what's going on here. Powered it up. And we're just on low, dead key. About 2 watts or so. Audio test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, there's some swing on that. Sir, you should be happy with that. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost 80 in there. Low dead key, which is great for boxes. Audio test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our dead key right about what? A little under 10. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You can get it into the corner. That's awesome. So that's with the AM. That's the problem you had. We turn the amp on. As you can see, it glows a little nicely underneath there. Just there, and also if you have it on a mount, it will glow underneath. But let's go ahead and just do low power real quick. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty much how you get it with the amp always on. Audio check, dead key and what? 20. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. In the corner. So you know what that means. We have to go to ×2, so that turns into 200. Audio check, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Audio 1, 1, 1, 1. So yeah, you definitely have some good power. And sideband's just as good. Turn that all the way down. Just do a sideband test, which will just be this meter. We're on ×2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, you're doing very nicely there, sir. So I appreciate it. I'll get this back to you. All done up, cleaned up. Best of my ability. This is a good classic. So, yeah, Gen 2 2970. Back to Mr. B. Thank you so much. See ya. He just wanted to do a quick receive test, so let's go ahead and just listen. Yeah, seems you got receiving this as well.